Something that comes to my mind is tardigrades. Have you heard of tardigrades?
No.
Or water bears? They're the same thing. They're very common. Like if you pick up moss or algae, it'll usually have tardigrades in it. But they're these little bitty microscopic organisms. I don't know what else to call them. I think they're arthropods. And could be wrong on that. But anyway, microscopic organisms. But they are like the most durable species of any fucking species that we know of. And to the point where they can do ridiculous things. Like we talked about absolute zero earlier. Scientists have never been able to actually create like true absolute zero, but they've gotten like really damn close to so cold that molecules stop moving.
Yeah.
And these tardigrades come all the way down to that temperature. And then if you just raise them back up to the normal temperature, pour some water on them, they just fucking like pop up like nothing happened.
So is that how, I mean, taking us on a little bit of a tangent here, in the movies, when they put people into like a cryo sleep, is that it? Like you just put people into absolute zero for a couple hundred years, they wake up on the other side of the galaxy and they're like, okay, cool, here I am.
I think it's a little bit different.
Okay.
I think, but maybe it's kind of like the same concept, but a little bit different, I think. So the concept, yeah, it would work. Like you can think of that as tardigrades. But I think with cryo chambers, they're like, I think you actually experience some like tissue damage unless they're able to dehydrate you because water expands. And so in theory, like all of your cells would burst.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think they're banking on the idea that we'll have technology later on down the road that can restore that.
That makes sense. Tardigrades.
But yeah, so these tardigrades can survive like massive amounts of heat, radiation, like you can nuclear bomb them. And as long as they don't get like shredded by like the G forces, then they'll survive like no fucking problem. They can survive in space. And so like if you think about this animal that we know exists.
Shit.
And it was on Mars and it gets blasted out by a sword going through Mars's ass. And it's flying through space on a rock. And it's been dormant for like 30 years. And then it lands on Earth and it's like, there's some water here. Boop.
So how you've described that, the mentality that I picture for every single one of these beings is Crush from Finding Nemo. Just like super chill, like,
surf's up, bro.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Oh, we're going through this crazy it'll be okay. Nuclear bomb. I'm launched into space off my home planet. I'll just, chill out over here.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
That's wild, dude. I didn't even know that those things existed or that they were so resilient.
And so like when you think about an animal like that, one, how long has it been on Earth? And how many opportunities has it had to be exploded off of Earth and fly through the fucking atmosphere and through space?
Yeah.
It's like, knowing that something like that exists, period, is enough evidence for me to be like, it's probably out there somewhere.
Right.
Like, that's fucking wild, dude.